Hey guys, how do you distribute your music? Making music is so much fun, but once you're done with a track, it can be really overwhelming to tackle the task of getting your music into major stores like iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and Google Play. I get questions about this topic from my clients all the time, and unfortunately, you can't just upload your music to these online stores like you would a YouTube video, for example, or a Facebook post. So navigating that distribution landscape can be very overwhelming, annoying, and sometimes just scary. So, since I know that this is a concern for a lot of music creators out there, when DistroKid approached me about doing a sponsored video about their service, I figured that I should take them up on their offer. They have an amazing service that I really believe in, and I'm hoping that getting the word out there about DistroKid will really benefit you guys as my audience. So I'm really excited about DistroKid, and I think what best summarizes my excitement about DistroKid is the idea that it defies that Venn diagram that's kind of become a thing online, like maybe it's a meme-ish, I don't know, but it's where there's three circles, and one circle says fast, the other says cheap, and the last one says good, and in the middle it says that you can't have all three. You can only pick two. Well, I think that DistroKid defies that because compared to at least some of the competition, it seems so much more simple and straightforward, and it's easy to use and fast and streamlined. It's very musician friendly, and it frees you up to focus on creating your music instead of tackling all the tiny details of the distribution process. So with that said, let's jump right into a screen capture review of the DistroKid site here. And we'll also do a thorough walkthrough of the details of using DistroKid to distribute your music. I'll also mention a coupon code for you guys at the end of this video, and I'll put it in the description below. So keep an eye or ear out for that coupon code. All right, so DistroKid is simple and easy to use. So you just mosey on over to their site and then sign up for an account using an email and password. Once you do that, all you have to do before you can upload a track is pick which type of account you'd like. And it's super affordable too, with just a flat fee for an unlimited number of uploads, and DistroKid does not take a cut of what you make. And just so you can see here, there are 3 different tiers of membership. All 3 tiers offer unlimited uploads, so I think that's really cool. And then the more expensive tiers give you more customizable options that you can see here. And they also allow you to upload under different artist names as well. So if you're working with multiple artists like I do, you might want something that's more like the label option, where you can make multiple uploads with different artist names. So you just pick which tier of membership you'd like, and then you just get going. And honestly, I think that basic musician tier of membership looks great. Since you get an unlimited number of uploads, I think that's gonna work really well for most people. And it's super affordable. And then you're ready to upload. So I love how once you decide to join their site, it's literally minutes before you can get started with the track upload. And the track upload process is also really simple and it's super easy to do. Okay, and so once you sign up, all you have to do is that username and password, right? And it generates an account for you. And then you get to pick which plan you want. So basically, I'm just going to go for the musician plan here, but it looks like you can get more advanced plans if you want. So you can sign up as a label, so you can have a whole bunch of different artists and band names and stuff like that. I'm just going to do musician to try this out here. And I am not going to show you this. Cool, so I just entered my payment information. It was just one quick page, and now here I am. Congratulations, you made a great decision. Thank you, I think I did too. Ooh, I'm so fancy. So I get unlimited uploads, and I'm ready to start. Cool, sweet, that looks exciting. They have their social media down here, and I'm ready to go. Let's see, start now. Cool, so it's really simple, really sleek. I like that. I don't have to look through a million different things to figure out where to go, because I'm definitely thorough enough that when there's a page full of content, I have to read everything to make sure I'm clicking on the right thing to, take my path to get where I need to go. But basically, I like how simple this is. It's pretty cool. So let's see. It looks like you can just go straight to uploading. Okay, so they need my phone number and mailing address. Once again, not going to show you guys this, so I'm going to sign off of my screen capture here. So it's another day. Here we are. I've signed into my account. Super simple account interface, right? So it's really simple here. I really can't get lost. So click here to upload music. Upload button, either way, gets you to the upload page. So I'm signed in here, but before we get started, I just wanted to kind of explain what the plan is here. So you guys know that I work as an audio engineer, so I don't have exclusive rights to most of the stuff that I work on. So just so that we can see what it looks like, my buddy DJ Scala is allowing me to upload his tracks, and he's also going to be joining my team here on DistroKid. He's a DJ that I've worked with before, and he's the newest member of my Lost and Sound Foundry record family, and he was kind enough to agree to joining my team here on DistroKid, and he's also allowing me to upload some of his music. So thank you to DJ Scala. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. You guys should all check out his music. I'll put a link to his stuff in the description below, and I'll put a card up here on the screen as well. DistroKid has this cool Teams feature that I might end up using a lot more than the normal or solo mode of doing things. But in order to add anyone to my team, I have to first upload a track. So let's start with showing the track upload process. So here it goes. Let's check this out. All right, so I'm just going to hit upload here. All right, so right off the bat, you get to pick which stores your tracks are going to be uploaded to. So I love how they have so many options here. And you'll notice at the bottom here, it says MediaNet and 150 plus smaller outlets. So that's a lot of online stores that you can be a part of just by one click. So you can just pick and choose which stores you're going to be a part of here. And I'm just going to leave them all checked for this because why not, right? So then you pick how many songs you're going to upload here. So I'm just going to do one song, one track here. But you could do a whole album at once. So that makes it a lot more convenient. You don't have to go through this entire form multiple times to upload a whole album. So it's really convenient and easy to use in that sense. And then it just asks you if this track has been previously released. And so for this one, the answer is no. So this is a brand new track. And then it just asks you for artist or band name. So I already put in DJ Scala here. And one of the things that I love about this service is whenever there's like a question about what you should do or what the convention is, they have little notes here for you to help you along, right? So they give you info on capitalization, things like don't use featured artists here because that's something that you put in the actual track name. And then the tip to only use your name here, right? Don't use anyone else's name without their permission, which is kind of a duh. But it's great that they have these little notes for you to help you along. And this form is actually pretty smart because as soon as I typed in his name here, it actually popped up these two notifications for me to let me know that no one else is using this name yet on Apple Music or on Spotify. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting. So this DistroKid form is a pretty smart system. It gives me a lot of additional information that like I wouldn't necessarily expect. So then you just enter your release date. So I'm just going to do today. So that's now you know what day I filmed this, right? So I'm just going to do today, but if you want to release it in the future, it'll give you options for exactly what time to release it. And then it also lets you know like, hey, if you want to have everything released at exactly the same time, you can set a date in the future, like about a week in the future. And that helps these different stores really sync up on when exactly to release your track, your music. But I'm just going to do today for this one. So that kind of makes this next section not as relevant, right? Because I'm releasing it today. I'm basically releasing it as soon as possible. But if you want, you can let people pre-order before your release date, or you can choose not to let that happen. And if you want, you can put something into this record label field here. You don't have to. It's totally optional. I put my Lost and Sound Foundry name in here. I've been using it for a while. It's just an option that you have within this form. So next, you get to upload your album cover art. So I uploaded DJ Scala's logo here. That's what we're using for this track. You can put whatever your artwork is for your album, for your track. You just have to make sure that you own it, right? And so again, this feature here is pretty cool that they show you these little notes on how to do this, what type of formats they want, stuff like that. All right, so we're actually getting towards the end of the form here, so it's not taking us too long. It's a pretty simple, easy system to use. So you're just going to pick your language. I'm going to leave it at English. Duh. So we picked here for the primary genre, we picked electronic, and then we picked electronica as our subgenre. And then you can also pick a secondary genre if you want. I'm just going to leave it blank here. So then you pick your track title. So this one's called Skrillex. I don't know if that's how he would say it, but that's how I'm saying it. Skrillex. But basically, he picked this title because this track's inspired by Skrillex. And again, I love how this service gives you a lot of information on how to go about filling out this form, right? So it pretty much addresses any questions that might come up about how to format this title or how to put it together, stuff like that. So I really love that they have these notes here on how to do things, so I don't have to then like pull up a help tab or like get into a chat with somebody from the company. I just like it. I think it's cool that they did that. Then you upload your audio file. So we have a WAV file here that we uploaded. If you already have an ISRC code, there's info here that'll pop up. And it's basically just a form where you can enter in your ISRC code. So we don't have one for this track. It's a brand new track. So we're just going to do what it says and leave this blank, and we're going to have one auto-generated for us. So that's a huge convenience. If you've ever gone through the process of getting your own ISRC code, it's just really great to not even have to do anything and have one be auto-generated with the upload here. So then returning up here to the songwriter field, you're basically just telling it whether or not this is a cover song. So this is an original tune, so I'm going to leave it here as I wrote the song or managed the songwriter, right? So then you have to put down the artist's real name here. And then if you're curious here, you can just hit the why, and it pops up a little article about why they're asking for songwriters' real names. And it's basically just because streaming services are starting to change their conventions about how they're crediting songwriters. So if you want, you can add another songwriter here by clicking on this button. I'm just going to leave this, and I'm going to ignore this because we already went over that. And then down here, you're just telling the system whether or not your song has explicit lyrics. So this song does. Beware, if you go listen, it does have some explicit lyrics. It's nothing too bad, but we do have to check yes here. And then if you check no, they'll ask you about whether or not this is a clean version or if the song has always been clean and there isn't an explicit version out there. So I'm going to leave this as yes, and then let's see, instrumental question mark. I love how succinct this question is. It's like instrumental question mark. Yes, it's getting straight to the point. So yes, this song contains lyrics. Cool, moving on. You guys understand that. Let's see, track price. So this is for iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon. You can pick your price. So we're just leaving it here. I think that's pretty much the average, so we're leaving it there. But if you want, you can make it like a premium price track, or you can make it 69 cents instead of 99 cents. It's up to you. The world is your oyster. So we're leaving it at 99 cents. And moving on. So here are the optional but awesome extras. So basically you can pick from these options here. You just check it off if you want the option. And so these are pretty self-explanatory, and you just check them off if you want them. So basically what I've chosen here for this track is we do want to add it to Instagram's music and stories feature. I think that's kind of what you call it, a feature. And that just makes it available on Instagram and Facebook. It is a free add-on. So we were like, why not? So that's one of the options that you can choose. It can help get your music out there and have it be heard more often, more easily. I don't know how you would word that, but. And then we chose for this track not to do the store maximizer. And basically what that is if they add new online stores to their system, it'll automatically add your track to those stores. I think we kind of decided that there were so many stores within the DistroKid system already that we were happy with what we got here. So we chose not to do this one, but if you want to, you can do it. So then we thought this option was really fun, so we chose to do it. And basically it just makes it so that your song's searchable through Shazam and Siri. I'm not sure how they do it though, but we thought it was a lot of fun, and it's only $1 for the year, so that's pretty cool. And then because this track is a final polished up track, we did decide to do the leave a legacy option. And I like how this is just a one-time fee. So it's $29, but it's not going to repeat every year. And basically what this does is it makes it so that, for example, if I accidentally let my membership lapse, or if I choose not to continue my membership next year, for example, or as DistroKid likes to point out, if you die, then basically your songs will still remain in stores. So I like that option. All right, and we're almost done here. So then before you're done, all you have to do is check off these boxes to acknowledge a few things, right? So I selected YouTube Music. That's true. So I won't email DistroKid later saying, why'd you upload my music to YouTube, right? I like the sass here. Basically, right, because YouTube's free, people might complain. I could see that happening. So I understand why they have this as a checkbox. You have to certify that you recorded this music, you have rights to this music, you're not using anyone else's name or song titles or anything like that, and that you've read their distribution agreement, right? So it's all pretty standard stuff. So you just check those off and then you're all done. So I'm just going to hit done here. This is exciting. It's just uploading my stuff. The artwork went really quickly. Now it's just uploading my track. I think this track is in 96 kilohertz, so it's not a super low sample rate. It's not a super small file, but it's going pretty quickly. Look at it go. Woo. I'm really excited. Okay, cool. Done. That was easy, wasn't it? It was so easy. Thank you, DistroKid. All right, so let's see. There's our artwork. When will this single be released? Give stores up to a week to push your album live. Okay. I have heard that it happens a lot faster on this service for a lot of people, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep an eye on it and let you know how long this one takes. Cool. We made a pre-saved page to get... Oh, cool. Cool. Let's check this out. Cool. So it looks like it makes a little page for you. Yeah, it looks like it's for the specific track. That's pretty cool. And people can message you, it looks like. So that's awesome. So then over here, it's making it easy for you to share that page. I'm going to share this with DJ Scala, but I'm also going to add him to my team here in a second. So I'm going to show you guys that as well. But before we do that, let's just look at this last section here. So what's next? Check on the status. Cool. So we can add credits if we want. We can add lyrics if we want. That's awesome, especially for like singer-songwriters where the focus is more on the lyrics. That's an awesome feature that you can add the lyrics. Cool. And it just gives you status on your track, what's going on with it, your stores. Cool. Oh, and if you want, you can always add these features later. That's awesome. Or you can then go upload more music. So that's pretty cool. So that's it. You just fill out the form and upload the song to DistroKid, and then you can sit back and relax, and you get your songs online super quickly, sometimes within hours, which is a lot faster than what I've heard from clients about their experiences with the competition. They also have great analytics, so I'll see if I can put video of scrolling through my analytics here on the screen for you guys, but basically you can see which songs are doing best and how things are doing with downloads versus streams, and you get very up-to-date data on this. So even after you've uploaded the track, DistroKid continues to make itself useful by supplying data that can then help you improve the business side of your music. And also on the business side, DistroKid can then link up with your bank and then deposit the money directly from their site into your bank account whenever you want. Another thing that's pretty cool is that in the track upload form for cover songs, they have a bunch of info for you that pops up when you select that it's a cover song, and they handle the licensing and stuff for you. So that's a great feature to have. I didn't show that in the screen capture that I just did because what I was uploading was not a cover song, but I think that this is a really great feature to have for people that are trying to make money off of cover songs. It really streamlines it for you so you don't have to deal with all that legal licensing stuff. Also, I asked about this myself while working on this video because I work full-time as an audio engineer, mostly on other artists' work, and so I don't have much in the way of personal musical work besides weird academic soundscapey stuff. But if you're working as a producer or in a record label type of role, then as long as you have permission to upload an artist's music, you can upload to DistroKid to distribute music for other artists than yourself. If you do this, then the way it works is that all the earnings will show up in your DistroKid bank. So for example, I just uploaded that track for DJ Scala, and basically all his earnings right now are gonna show up in my bank, which isn't ideal. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna add him to my teams. So they have this really awesome feature called Teams, which I mentioned earlier, I believe as well. But Teams makes it possible for you to then route a percentage of your DistroKid earnings to anyone that you want. So you have to keep 1% of those earnings for yourself at the very least if you do things this way, which seems totally reasonable. So the Teams thing is a pretty cool feature, so I'll put a link to that in the description below as well. Okay, so let's explore this Teams function by adding DJ Scala here to my team. Again, check out the links to his music in the description below. And DJ Scala, if you're watching this, thanks, man. Seriously, thank you so much for letting me use your tracks as an example and for joining my team here. So he's the newest member of my Lost and Sound Foundry record family, and he was kind enough to not only agree to the track uploads that we did for this video, but he also agreed to joining my team here on DistroKid. So let's check out this Teams function. All right, so I'm going to scroll up here. I'm going to go to Teams. It's got some info here on how Teams work. So we already talked about how you can route a percentage of your earnings. I love how they suggest here you can add a different range of roles here. So that's pretty cool that they allow that. It makes it so that you can kind of use this as a hub from which you run things, right? And you know that I love that it's free, so you don't have to pay extra to have a team on DistroKid. I love that. And then this is also awesome. So if you add a non-DistroKid member to a team, they give them a 50% discount coupon. So that's pretty good. So that's what we're going to be using here today. So basically, let's use this form, see what happens. So it's his track. I'm going to hit next. Revenue share. And make it 1%. And then I'm going to add him. Cool. And it tells you when the total is 100%. That's awesome. And let's review changes here. So just asking me to confirm here. So he's going to get a 50% discount to sign up for DistroKid. and it's going to email him with instructions. So that's pretty cool. So it has my email here, it has his email here, and it lists our split. And then it just has some info here. So these splits affect future earnings only. That's fine. I literally just uploaded the track half an hour ago. Earnings that are in your bank will not be split. That's fine. You can change teams and percentages anytime. That's awesome. So if we decide we want to change this split, that's totally fine. That's great because that kind of stuff does change sometimes. Cool. So this all looks good to me. So I'm just going to hit save changes. Confirm my password. I hope that's my password. Sweet. So, Skrillex. Team saved. Awesome. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm just going to return home and I'm going to message him and see if he got it. Awesome. Cool. And so now my homepage looks different, right? So it shows the track that I uploaded. It shows all the stores that it's going to. Cool. So I think that's about it for now. I'm going to come back on here once it's been uploaded and maybe show you guys the stats that pop up. Cool. So that's about that. All right, guys, so it's been a few days. We're just going to check out our stats here to see what it looks like. All right, so you can see at the top here that we have Spotify selected, and you can switch it over to iTunes and Amazon or Apple Music. I think iTunes is pretty much dead, right? Anyway, so I'm going to leave it on Spotify for now. You can also, on each of these 3 selections, you can choose among these 3 selections. So we can select all albums and tracks, we can select just an album, or we can select a track or a single. So I'm just going to leave it here because I just have the one track that I've uploaded so far. It's just been a few days. It was actually pretty cool. Within about an hour of uploading that track, I started getting emails from DistroKid telling me that it was on various platforms, various online stores. So they do start to get your track up very quickly. I think the last email that I got from them was about 12, maybe a little bit more hours ago. And that was saying that it's now searchable on Shazam. And I think that's one of the last things that they got done. So I think it is pretty much up across their stores, across their platform now. But yeah, overall, I've been pretty happy with how quickly they started to get the track up there in different stores and how they'll notify you, especially for the big ones like Spotify and like Apple Music and stuff like that. They do notify you via email to tell you that the track is up. So yeah, you have these options and then you just hit display. And I was already in this view, so I didn't change anything. But here they show you how many views you've gotten in the past, whatever time frame. So yesterday, 7 days. It hasn't even been 7 days, so all these are the same, right? But that'll keep populating as time goes on. And then they show you daily stats. They have this little chart, which is kind of fun and interactive. And then if you go to Apple Music, which is kind of fun. So here you get the same kind of deal. So you get different stats for different time frames, right? And then here it's pretty cool. You get a lot of additional data. You get a lot of additional metrics through the Apple Music view that you don't get in the Spotify view. And I assume that's something about the difference between an Apple Music and Spotify, but you get a lot of awesome info here. Streams by month, week, and day. Apparently sometimes you can get info on age and gender. And then you get info on device and country. So you can get a lot of information about your audience from this data. So I could see this being really helpful, especially if you have multiple artists, multiple tracks. You can really analyze what's working, what's not working, who it's working for, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. And then this map is pretty cool too. I guess that we don't have an area with more than 5 streams here, so that's why that's not displaying. But I'm excited to see what happens as time goes on. And that's basically it for the stats. I'm sure it's going to be a lot more exciting once some time passes and once I've uploaded more than one track. But I just wanted to show you guys what this looks like because it is a part of the service and it can be a really helpful part of the service. So that's about it for my walkthrough. I think that DistroKid is an easy, fast, and super affordable option for music distribution. And as a bonus, it feels great to use a service that just does a simple, low flat rate and does not take a percentage of your money for themselves. So you can either use a service that's not as simple, fast, or affordable, or you can struggle through the distribution process yourself and waste a whole bunch of your precious time and energy in the process, and maybe even pull out some of your hair in the process too. Or you can spend $20 for the DistroKid musician account and then start using their simple form to upload an unlimited number of songs for a whole year. I definitely know which one I'm choosing from now on. If you're interested in trying out DistroKid, I do have a coupon code for you guys. So if you're one of my Patreon patrons, then you'll already have access to this code. But with this code, you'll get a 7% discount off any membership tier on the site. So I'll put a link in the description below as well. But if you go to distrokid.com/VIP/Cato, then you can get the discount. And let me know what you think of the site. So that's about it. But before I wrap up here, I just want to thank DistroKid for supporting my channel by sponsoring this video. So I'm running a very small channel here, and you'll notice that I don't have ads on my videos anywhere. So this type of deal with a company that I really believe in really makes a huge difference in helping me keep the channel going. So thank you, DistroKid. You have a great service, and it's been great to work with you guys. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you found some of this info useful. And as always, if you like this video, please check out my other videos or do all those things that people on YouTube love. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you want to support my channel more directly, I do have a Patreon. So it's patreon.com/CatoNoise. And patrons do get access to additional content. Plus, you'll have the pride of knowing that you're keeping my channel going for anyone that needs this type of audio engineering and music-related information. And that's about it. So I come out with new videos every Wednesday, and thank you for watching. Okay. So I've been building out this camper van, and I was up in Big Sur in it last week, and I found this really cool tunnel that had like this amazing natural reverb, and I took a video of it and put it on Instagram. Excuse me. And I'm like really excited about it because it sounded so cool. And I don't know, it's dumb, but I was really into it. So that was cool. My bunny thinks she's a guard bunny. She thinks she's so tough. She weighs 2 pounds and she likes to stand guard in my bedroom at night. She's crazy. She thinks she's so tough. Okay, I'm done.